The relevance of Mulvey's theory and the female gaze. In the contemporary age, women are still presented as objects, in which heterosexual males gain pleasure from. For example, the music and fashion industry constantly fetishize and oppress women, limiting them to what a man wishes to see. Mulvey believed the camera angles and techniques used in film sexualizes women in the benefit of men. Contemporary ideas of male gaze. Blurred Lines is a clear example of male gaze in the current music industry. It presents the three aspects of male gaze, which include how the camera presents the woman, e.g. the use of upward tilt to highlight her body, how the audience reacts to the representation of women, e.g. a man may perceive one of the models in a specific way due to mise-en-scène, the way characters perceive and treat each other, and the way that they contrast as well, so the men are fully clothed, then the women are naked. Or in relation to horror, it could be The Cabin in the Woods, when the conventional slut character is dared to kiss the wolf on the wall. Her boyfriend gazes in pleasure, but the others look shocked. So it's like the differences, and then it impacts your opinion of her. I believe there is a male gaze in film, but there is also a female one? I believe there is a female one, but it's not as dominant as the male one in the mass media and in film. A parody of Blurred Lines represents the female gaze.
Everybody get up! Hey, 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 hey.
Twilight is an example of female gaze, as it is written and directed by women, e.g. Stephenie Meyer and Catherine Hallmark. There is also a variety of angles and shots in Twilight where the camera is gaining pleasure for the heterosexual female.
No, I mean, that's not... feels really nice.
Critiques and responses in relation to horror. Until the 1990s, horror was argued to be a primarily male-based pleasure on the lines that attacking is an active process, therefore a male trait, whilst being attacked was a feminist trait, as women are socialized to be frail, sensitive and passive. I personally believe that horror movies need to have a variety of representation of women, especially since a lot of girls enjoy watching the horror genre. In my project, I hope to subvert this norm. Carol Clover, in Men, Women and Chainsaw, 1992, did a close analysis of horror narrative and style, which led to her to conclude that horror is far more victim-identified than subjecting women to the position as a victim. She believed the audience is able to relate to the victim regardless of gender. My opinions and what I have learned. I believe that it would be interesting if I could present female gaze in my trailer and referencing to Mulvey's theory while creating a plan for what angle shots and techniques would also be helpful. I also believe that audience response will be greatly valued, as there can be laughter, joy and fear in horror movies. So it depends what you're trying to get across to your audience, especially in terms of subverting male dominance of the horror genre. A full knowledge of your audience is needed in this process, which will be greatly acknowledged when doing marketing.